towns and services and that type of thing. And the houses are very, very close to one another. You know, you get up a little bit further in our area where the houses are a little more spacious, it really becomes problematic for somebody who lives on 214 whose house is maybe 30 feet from a house that's being rented by 14 people.
That brings up another thing. I mean, with the exception of Pine Hill, a short portion of Chichester, a lot of these houses have septic, and all the septic systems are in the watershed.
Right.
So if you have a 2-bedroom house and you rent it to 14 people,
There's a
DEP's not going to be
there's a
happy.
number written in here.
Is it
2 per bedroom.
2 per bedroom. So that's the kind of regulation. Because I've already had this. People said there were 5 cars
Right.
and 15
Right.
people.
So
I looked up the property.
I'm
and
sure
they must have
even
been sitting
I'm sure even the owner doesn't know that there are 5 cars and 15 people. See, that's the problem.
But they're not around.
If you go on Airbnb, you could rent, put your name down, I'm the owner, and they ask you how many people, me and my wife, 2. And you pay, and the owner does not know that he's bringing up 13 friends. So this would sort of stop that if the neighbor realizes that this is only a 2-bedroom house and there's 15 people there, they should report it. Okay.
It's growing at such a fast rate right now that the banks are considering giving out multi-mortgages. So 3 couples can get together now and apply for a mortgage to buy a house. So 3 or 4 couples can buy a house for the purpose of renting it.
And on the upside, it does take, and the downside is you're renting it, so we don't have permanent residents. The upside is that you don't have vacant, you don't have zombie houses, you don't have vacant
And you have
properties.
people who want to move and retire and can get out.
Yeah, but we don't have these houses that are just left to fall apart or rot away,
But I told you, by me there on Lasher Road, there's never less than 12 cars every weekend.
Now, just to emphasize what you just said, so there's another town in Ocean Beach, Long Island, and they passed their short-term rental laws, and they're very concerned about sharing. Okay, so they define who a family is, what is the definition of a family? Okay, and they don't want shares, and they don't want 4 different families renting a house for the summer. And you can only rent, in that town, you can only rent for the summer. You can't rent by the week. And then they define what a family is because they have, all the single people share. 10 people or 20 people.
You want our definition of family? Because we already do have family.
What's the definition of family?
It consists of either 1 person or 2 or more persons related by blood, marriage, or adoption, or not more than 5 persons not necessarily related by blood, marriage, or adoption. And in addition, any domestic servants or gratuitous guests who live together in a single dwelling unit and maintain a common household.
Open house.
Gratuitous guests.
How
Is
are
that what
you
that
going
said?
to enforce
There's your
that?
15 people.
Maintain a common household.
Yeah, that means for non-married.
So,
living
no,
together.
you're maintaining a household though, so you're not maintaining a household, you're visiting.
Right.
So this is more of a definition for the people who are going to stay in this house for a period of time.
Well, Airbnbs are an interesting dilemma that we have in our community because we've got a way of bringing people into the area, which we like and we want, but then we also are creating a way where homes are being bought up and sold as Airbnbs that normally would have a family, and families are the unit that make up our community. So on one hand, we're bringing people in, on the other hand, we're kind of losing our community. So it's a dilemma we got to think about.
And also rental properties for people who can afford to buy a house. They have no place to go now to live. They can't rent a house anymore because people are making more money just renting their house on the weekend.
Plus, the filtering down effect of what you're saying is when you lose those community members, we're losing people who are volunteer firefighters, who work on the ambulance squad, who will help with the various community functions. And these people, honestly, they're here to make money. They're not vested.
And how about the schools?
And that's number 1. We already had that problem long before Airbnb came in.
But it's something that's happening that we have to address.
Yes.
You can't just say we don't want it to happen. It's happening, and they're going to do it, so we have to regulate it.
So how do we go about sending this to Keller? Do we need to make a motion or just hand it to you, Ann, and pass it off? Or?
We can make a motion.
Make a motion to send it off for return.
Yeah, right, and then it will go to the town board and, you know,
If you're
Well,
writing
we'll
that
go to
down.
No, we can send it right to the
You
fellow.
can send it right to the, yeah.
Right to the lawyer.
Lawyer.
To go to the town board will be that you have,
I just made
After
that
we do
motion.
it,
present, this
So-
is
I
what
thought
you
the
come
town
up.
board has to approve every time we need a lawyer.
No.
That's not
No, zoning board sends stuff off to.
No, we
Any
need,
favor?
we need a lawyer, we,
Aye.
All in favor of the motion?
Okay, who seconded it?
I did.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
no, that was
Still.
for,
Aye.
Where does he work, this lawyer? Where's his office?
Oh, I'm not sure.
We haven't actually sent anything to Geller since I've been here.
Oh,
You guys don't
With,
remember
with Hamilton earlier and.
Oh, they're not, they don't rent
The
that.
guy for Gateway.
The reason I say that is because he wants to contact me to go over some of his points. I could have him, call me. Do you have my phone number?
I do.
And I will talk to him, no problem.
Ma'am, did you want to address the board with anything? Okay. Just here for the enjoyment?
I was expecting somebody to come to ask questions, but he never came.
oh, okay.
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else further,
Motion to adjourn?
All in favor?
aye.
Good, bye.
Thank you, Joanne. Alan? That's what makes a great plan.
Number 218. Long, short fence. Yeah. Their size and their height, we measured off the road, we sent back to the first. I want to make sure that she made a recommendation that she moved it back, because where she originally had it, I said, come stand here, this is where you're going to be in your car. Now look to the left. Putting the fence in such a way that you no longer can see as far down as you can. From that property, you can see all the way down to up. I might consider bringing it back. Just for your access. It's not technically a corner lot. It's like the lot regulations.
People don't have to.
How about who wants to pull out in front of the driveway?
Not too much about those, I think he's strong.
I understand.
It's just his, but it's I think he was just trying to do something.
We had two problems. Three. One was about.
Wait for the movement.
Might even come in handy. I noticed it.
Thank you, Alan. I've got to meet my daughter, she's home.
Go check it out.
Well, it's been there for 100 years, so.
The guy, he,
That'll be weird.
I think the guy sent an email, but
With the